Oh, I got a
There
fish.
you go one. Is it?
I have no idea, but
That's
it's
pretty
huge.
good size, isn't it? Nice one. I think you do have one. Catching fish, Bobby. You got to catch them pretty fast. The guy don't show up till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Go fishing. Well, I got one too. First hookup is through. Look at that. Look at that. Ah, that's what I'm talking about. God, that's great. Oh my goodness.
Often seen a bird. It almost looks like a hand.
We can see the volcanoes behind us now. That means it's going to be a little bit rougher today. That's one way that we cannot predict the weather in Oklahoma or Texas or Louisiana or all over the United States pretty much is if you can see the volcanoes, the water's going to be rougher. If you can't see the volcanoes, it's going to be smoother. My goodness, what a boat. Holy cow.
And trying to get the hook. Now, obviously a show like this, it's crucial. You've had a show for 40 years. Television's fantastic. Right flat. Somebody on the rod. Who's fishing?
Grab it, mister. You be first.
Gancharlo, Johnny. Ganchar. Quítalos, eh. Pasar a ella.
Missy's got it.
They slow.
Back out on the Decisive today. A little bit rougher water than when we fished here before. We could see the volcanoes this morning, but the sailfish are still here. They're still biting. Misty Wales, Sam White, Tom Hilton. On the Decisive with Captain Brad Phillips. We're after sails, and we're going to get them. I haven't seen the fish jump at all. Probably a bonita.
Right? Johnny nos toma unas fotos normal con la GoPro.
Probably a manta ray. Probably a squid. Perhaps a sailfish. Right now you can't.
Small fish.
There we go, there we go. There he is. He's up on top. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Look at that fish go. Look at that fish go. My goodness. If he didn't get off at all those jumps, he's not getting off. This way now. Wow! Left of the sun. Wow, look at that fish go. Look at that fish go to the right. Right in the sun.
Try not to get it too wet.
Oh, that baby's playing with us.
Jose estuvo adentro.
That's a crazy day, isn't it? Get ready to take on some water. Ah, look at that. Close. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Woo! Coming up, coming up. Oh, wow.
Mejor en su lado, sí, Johnny. No, otro lado, Johnny. Okay. Real tight. There you go. Okay, we're gonna get a GoPro shot with this fish. The light's good. Se mire bien, Johnny.
What do you want me to do? Just
Just stand there, look
Try to do
happy,
the
yeah.
shot.
There you go. Beautiful. Okay. Very good. I think that'll be good. Let him go.
Good job, good job. Yeah, good job. All right.
Good sign.
Rough water, no problema, para nos. No problema.
The nice thing too, you know, we try to get them in as quickly as possible to relieve a lot of the stress on the fish. So even though it looked like it took me a while, I was doing my best to try and get them in as quick as possible.
It didn't look like it took you a while. It did take you a while. That's the reason it looked that way.
But it's good, and as you notice, they cut the leader as close as they can to the fish's mouth. They revive it, they move the boat forward, and then the fish swims away and he's good to go.
Needs to be recycled.
Yep.
Recycled sailfish. We were worried about the stress on you, not the stress on the fish there, bro.
This portion of Jimmy Houston Outdoors has been brought to you by Mercury Marine. Go boldly. Jimmy Houston Outdoors, America's favorite fishing show, is brought to you by Tracker Boats. Call 1-800-TRACKER today. By Mercury Marine. Go boldly. By Soft Science, supreme comfort footwear for the angler. By Shell Rotella, the engine oil that works as hard as you do. And by Super Start Batteries, available exclusively at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
He's on here.
Jose, ayude a quitar esto.
Here.
¿Dónde está usted?
Look at him go.
Pass him a belt, please, Sam.
Look at that fish go, man. Look at him go. He's heading somewhere.
There you go.
We're heading toward him.
Puede poner otro carnada. There he is.
Not jumping, he just laying there, taking line. There he jumped. Come on up, let me take a close look at you, sugar booger.
Está cortada, pero no está tan...
¿Puedo agarrarla?
Ok, chequearlo, no se mire bien, liberarlo.
Oh, yes. All right. I'm telling you, you know, when that happens this bad. There's those things they jump. I just can't believe how many times they jump. I couldn't believe that guy wouldn't jump when he's up here close to the eye, though. He's jumping all that way out there when he got up here close. He just wasn't staying right close to the top, but he just wouldn't come up and hammer. He knew I had him. Yes!
Yeah, right flat. Roya, Johnny. Roya, Johnny. Quítalo. Okay, double.
Double. Where is it?
Come on, Jimmy.
Grab a hold,
Carnada,
Mom.
Jose en la agua.
What are you doing? Oh, look at there. Look at that. Wow, you got a big one. That's the biggest one of the day.
Quite the dancer.
Yours appears to be a lot smaller, Tom.
Go behind her, Tom.
Sailfish dancing. Coming up. Oh, wow. That's a beauty. That's a big one. Woo! That's a big one.
Okay, let him go.
Size matters.
There we go.
Yeah,
Release.
way to go, Misty.
Fairly quick catch.
Perfect. No, it was fairly quick. Tom's still playing around over here with this baby he's got on. Tom, here's the biggest one we caught all day.
Yeah, buddy. Here comes up.
Coming up. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Ah, look at that. Look at, ah, way to go, big boy. Way to go. Man, did you see that? Did you see that jump? That fish had every bit of it completely out of the water. Get back out of y'all's way. Tom, you gotta give that fish some sugar. That fish needs a kiss on the beak. Got a pretty good sized beak on it too. Is that pretty or what? Look at that sail. Look at that sail. Wow. Holy smokers.
There you go.
I knew we stayed at her long enough you'd catch one. we give you a couple turns and Mr. Nice Guy, you know, turning them loose. Here we go, getting ready to go free. Bye, baby doll.
Jimmy's Look Back is brought to you by Tracker Boats. Call 1-800-TRACKER today.
I've been fishing with and I've been visiting with Sam White, who is the chief editor for Marlin Magazine, and I've been looking at and reading your magazine, Sam, and it's a great magazine. You know, you got a lot in here for the fishermen, the manufacturers, both tackle and boat manufacturers, people that's wanting to sell a boat, and a lot of how-tos, the tackle stores, the destinations where you can go fish. Tell me a little bit about Marlin Magazine. It's fantastic.
Well, it's a worldwide magazine, Jimmy, so we really cater to that international audience, just people that have a passion for the outdoors, that really enjoy getting out here, chasing these marlin and sailfish. I mean, you've had a great 3 days with us here in Guatemala. I mean, when you see that adrenaline rush of a fish on the teaser, I mean, it's unbeatable. So that's what we try to do at Marlin. We tell good fish stories. We just want to bring that excitement to the world.
So if somebody was going to go for the first time or they've been forever, they're going to find something in this magazine that's going to light their fire a little bit. And their destinations, I saw so many destination tournaments for the tournament guys. It's information about where to go to the tournaments, what they pay, and all this kind of stuff. Obviously, all kinds of stuff about products, boats, motors, rods, reels, fishing line, everything. It's just kind of an all-around deal for a guy that wants to go bill fishing. Okay. And I noticed it's not just marlin, it's the sailfish and other stuff.
It's absolutely. Yep. Right. Yep. We got a saying, Jimmy, if it doesn't have a pointy nose, it's only bait.
Well, I will text you my address. I'd sure like to get a copy or two in the mail.
Absolutely. Yeah. We can swing it. Good fishing with you.
Oh, that's a blast, a blast.
Jimmy's Look Back has been brought to you by Tracker Boats.
Come on, Jimmy.
Come on, Jimmy.
I got it. Get your finger out of here. Get your finger out of here. Your finger out of here. Hadn't seen that fish come up yet. We have a sounder. That fish hasn't jumped a single time.
Okay, pico.
Another fish, another fish, another fish. Another fish. Right there.
Right here.
It bit right there. I saw it bite. I saw it bite right there.
There it is, right here.
I mean, it bit right there. I saw it come up and get it.
Yeah, there it is.
That's a good fish, too.
There he is, look at that.
Look at that. Look at that.
Look at that color.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at how purple it was.
Drop your bait back, get it back.
That fish thought he was caught.
How pretty was that?
Wasn't that gorgeous? I mean, right at the boat.
Okay, let's go get Jimmy's fish. That was actually a caught fish. It's all happening here. Giant blue marlin jumping next to the
Catch
boat.
that fish, Tom.
We had 3 fish up here now.
This fish here has never jumped a single time. Isn't that strange? Not a single time.
These are go up on your drag. Go all the way up.
I'm just holding it. That's with a full drag. That's with a full drag right there. This fish has got to start jumping. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Está lleno. There he is.
Coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up. Coming up. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It was down there pretty deep. Coming up again. Coming up. The left, the left, left, left. Wow. I knew he was going to start jumping here in a minute. Get tired of all that sounding nonsense. This girl's going to be tired. This guy's going to be tired too. Coming up. Coming up. Here he comes, there he comes. There he comes again.
Okay. 2 from 3.
That fish didn't want to jump until when it did it good. But for a long time, it didn't want to jump at all. I mean, normally when you hook them out there first, they're going to jump. That one didn't. Every fish is different, just like catching bass. You never know what's going to happen. But the one that hit by the boat that Tom, I don't know what Tom did on that. You know, he didn't catch it. That fish there was amazing. I saw him get the bait. I could see him down there about 5 foot under the water with my solar bats.
Probably bait that the fish have popped
I
up
saw him
that
get
we
the bait.
caught.
And he hooked him, and evidently didn't get that hooking him real good because he finally got off right there. But before he come up out of the water, after he got off, he just danced out there. It was amazing.
Jimmy Houston Outdoors is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. By High Seas, when the money's on the line. By Jackson Kayak, Advantage Fisherman. By Orion Coolers, never lose your cool. And by Lucky Strike, where preparation and opportunity collide. Houston's Helpful Hints is brought to you by Jimmy Houston High-Tech Performance Fishing Rods.
This thing's out there 400 or 500 yards. Woo! Get him, Tom. I'm just holding mine for later. Mine's over around, see that other boat? Mine's over at that other boat.
What about getting it?
Yeah, mine's over at that other boat. Over the years, there have been a lot of people who have taken freshwater baits and adapted them to saltwater and vice versa, saltwater baits, adapted them to freshwater. I've actually taken musky baits, like big giant willow leaf blades, and made spinner baits out of them. And in fact, as I'm thinking about it, the largest striper I've ever caught, 46 pounds out of Lake Eufaula, really the river below Lake Eufaula, dam here in Oklahoma. I caught on what's called a spectator, which is a Blakemore Roadrunner bait that's made for speckled trout, a saltwater. Well, here's another bait that's made for freshwater. This is a spin jig. Spin jigs have become really, really popular, particularly all of the clear water lakes where there are a lot of smallmouth, a lot of spotted bass. It's a bait you can fish a lot of different depths. And this particular one right here is called a salt runner, and it's pretty much just like the rolling runner that Randy Howe won the Bassmaster Classic with. But what you do on this bait is you just add some sort of plastic to it. Now I've added a Yum money minnow back here. This used to be a Bomber money minnow. I think they make them in the Yum line now, or a Yum Pulse. That's another good bait, but some kind of swim bait back here on the back of it. And you can fish it a lot of different ways. This is made for saltwater, but it is excellent bait in freshwater, excellent in saltwater. You can throw it out, just wind it in. It'll sink really, really fast. The little blade on it, the little horsehead type jig, dynamite for catching fish. It'll catch just about every kind of fish that swims. I like to throw it out there and let it sink, maybe 15, 18, 20 foot down, and then start steadily rolling it back in. As you wind it in, this little blade is going to be back underneath that. That bait, that mud minnow is going to have tremendous action, and it looks just like a natural minnow or shad in the water. Dynamite bait. Saltwater, freshwater, salt runner.
Well, it's late in the day and the sun's getting low. Caught me a big one, but I let him go. I sure had fun just watching him stretch my line.